Hey guys, I'm Martina and we're back with another Natural Nerd video. Today we have a really cool build for you. We're gonna make Navi from the Zelda series into a decorative lamp.
Hello! Hello!
These are the materials I used. If you're interested, I will include a supply list in the description below. I started off by cutting off the end of the plastic globe I bought. I used a hacksaw and then a Dremel just to smooth down the roughest edges. I'm gonna use steel wire for the wings, so I had to drill some holes that I could stick them through and keep them in place. I chose to straighten the wire before I bent it in the shapes I wanted. I ended up with these 4 wing shapes. Luckily, the wires did fit perfectly in the holes I drilled. Now that I have a wing base, I want to add some detail, so I used a soldering iron to add some extra wires where I saw fit. Now, this is what the wings look like. I lost quite a few files due to a corrupt hard drive, so I'll just have to point and tell on this part. Anyway, I used 2 pairs of white tie-dye board to add texture to the wings. Before sewing it together at the bottom, I drilled in total 8 holes that I would fit LEDs through, 2 holes per wing. Before continuing with the inside electronics, I needed a thin piece of wood to cover the hole at the top. I cut it out and painted it just to make it less visible. I want to use this switch, so I'm gonna need a hole for that. I drilled through, made sure it fit, and glued it on with a hot glue gun. The LEDs I'm gonna use only need 3 volts, so it's enough with 2 AA batteries. I simply taped them together and then I used a short wire to connect them. I glued the battery pack on, and then I attached the wires from the switch to the batteries. On the inside, I'm gonna use a mixture of blue and white LEDs. I cut off the tips, just so that the light wouldn't be so pointed. I figured it would be easier to make this whole thing by just cutting up some PCBs and connecting all the LEDs to them. In the end, after a lot of soldering, I had 3 long pieces and 1 top piece to fit on the inside. I soldered them all together and then I assembled them in a pyramid-like shape. I simply taped it on just so it wouldn't be all hell when I want to change the batteries later. I added a cable connector to easily connect these wires with the ones that are attached to the wings. Then I just shoved it all inside and glued it tight. I did have to remove some of the excess glue with a scalpel. The last thing to do was to add some clear fishing line to the top so that I can hang it from the ceiling without the thread being seen. And now it is all finished. You can probably use loads of different materials for the wings. I did make this one where I used foam instead, but I do prefer the ones where I used the tights because they were way easier to attach and I think they look better. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you next time.